Well, good evening, everybody, from historic Putnam Stadium here at Doug Childers Field. Welcome to the 2013 and the 62nd annual Ashland Kiwanis Club Kiwanis Bowl. Tonight, as in previous years, the Ashland Tomcats and the Russell Red Devil freshmen are playing tonight. This bowl game started way back, believe it or not, in 1952 when the two junior highs were still alive, between Coles and Putnam. And the two junior highs played from 1952 through 1978. They played a total of 21 times, with Coles winning 11 and Putnam. No, that's not right. They played. There it is. They played for 27 years. I'm sorry. Thank you, Charlie, for straightening me out. Putnam won 12, Coles won 11, and there were 4 ties. And then, of course, in 1978. And beginning with the school year of 78-79, George M. Verity Middle School was formed, and at that point, it became the Kiwanis Bowl, which was featured the Ashland Tomcats and the Russell Red Devil freshman team. And for the first 6 years, Russell won this Kiwanis Bowl before Ashland finally got a win in 1985. Since then, they played numerous times. In fact, this will be the 35th meeting between the two. Russell has 21 wins. Ashland has 13. Last year's game here at Putnam Stadium saw Russell run over the Tomcats 41-16, but Ashland had won 3 consecutive years before Russell finally stopped that streak last year. Ashland won in 2011 14-7, in 2010 55-0, and in 2009 36-13. And this year the Tomcats come in with a record of 2-5, while Russell comes in with a record of 5-0. Russell last year was 8-0. After they won this Kiwanis Bowl over Ashland. It's the first time Russell's freshmen had ever been undefeated in a season. And they had a great football team last year, and I can remember one young man, Nick Conley, who at the time was only an 8th grader, and now, of course, is a 9th grader and playing for the varsity of Coach Ivan McGlone. Just had an outstanding game. I think he scored 3 or 4 touchdowns, but only as an 8th grader last year, and led Russell to the win last year. And the Red Devils come in trying to have their second consecutive undefeated season. They stand at 5-0, while Ashland stands at 2-5 on the season. Ashland has beaten Boyd County and West Carter. They have lost to Spring Valley, Cabell Midland on 2 different occasions, Greenup County and Raceland. Meanwhile, Russell has beaten West Carter, as has Ashland. They beat Greenup while the Tomcats lost. And the 3 other wins came against opponents Ashland didn't play, East Carter, Wheelersburg, and Colgrove. Buford Hurley is in his 6th year at the helm of the Russell freshman. He is 2-3 against the Tomcats, while Darren Wilson is the new freshman coach at Ashland. He's been on the staff at Ashland for many years as a scout and assistant coach, and this year took over the freshman football team, and in his first year is 2-5. So it's Ashland and Russell here in the 2013 and the 62nd annual Kiwanis Bowl here at the Putnam Stadium on Halloween night, and we wish you a happy Halloween. Not many fans are here. It's a light sprinkle, I guess, here. It's the temperature's not bad at all, but there is a light sprinkle, of course, being Halloween night. I know everybody's out on the streets getting their tricks and but mostly their treats, we hope. Well, it's Ashland and Russell. We'll come back with more about the Kiwanis Bowl in a moment here on Oldies 97.1.
A few years ago, I noticed my vision getting blurry, and things I do every day, like reading and driving, were becoming more difficult. I thought it was part of getting older, but I was wrong. I have a disease called age-related macular degeneration, or AMD. It's the leading cause of blindness in people 55 and older. The good news is there are treatments that can reduce vision loss from AMD. Plus, there are things you can do now to lower your risk of getting it in the first place. The Foundation Fighting Blindness provides information about preventing and managing AMD. Call the Foundation today at 800-585-0516 for a free AMD packet and take the first step toward protecting your vision. I'm thankful I found out about my AMD early enough to still be able to drive and see the faces of my loved ones. Call 800-585-0516 and get your free AMD packet. You'll be glad you did.
In West Virginia, there are approximately 1,000 foster children waiting for a family. Help me, Miss West Virginia 2009, find loving, forever families for these children. For more information, call 866-CALL-MWV.
Want to know how to build your dream home? First, lay the foundation. We're not talking slab or bearing wall basement, but finances and credit. Learn the basics of good budgeting and stick with them. Be responsible, pay bills on time, don't overextend yourself or mistake plastic for cash. When you start that way, owning your own home can only make your situation better. But if you simply want a home and don't first make sure you're ready for the responsibility, you might be doing yourself more harm than good. So where can you go to find out if you're ready? The Home Loan Learning Center. And everyone can get there because it's online at homeloanlearningcenter.com. It's free and brought to you as a public service by the Mortgage Bankers Association. There you'll find online tools and calculators, experts to answer your questions, stories of people a lot like you, plus simple explanations of the types of home loans available and why one is best for your situation. Lay the foundation for a lifetime of successful home ownership. Visit homeloanlearningcenter.com.
Now back to the Tomcats pregame show on Oldies 97.1.
Being the 62nd annual Ashland Kiwanis Bowl here at Putnam Stadium, the Kiwanis Bowl is the area's oldest traditional sports event conducted entirely for charity. The Kiwanis Club of Ashland has raised over $200,000 in the fun-filled years of this contest dating back to 1952. The Kiwanis Club of Ashland spends about $3,000 a year on the needs of local boys and girls and other needs of the community, including Boys and Girls State, Scouting, the Community Kitchen, the Hillcrest Bruce Mission, the Paul Blazer Choir, and also making annual donations to Friends of the Children. The Kiwanis Club of Ashland sponsors the Key Club at the high school and the Builders Club here at Verity Middle School. The Key Club at the high school is the second oldest Key Club in North America. And believe it or not, the Builders Club is the first one organized in the United States. And Builders Clubs, of course, are spread now throughout the United States and Canada. So the Ashland Kiwanis Club is obviously a leader and a fixture in starting youth organizations and youth clubs at the high school and junior high level. Their president this year, the Ashland Kiwanis Club, is Ted Miller, a longtime friend of ours. The first vice president is Ryan Ramsey, and the secretary-treasurer, as always, is Howard Slybeck. And they just do a marvelous, marvelous job. And not only do we play football, but we also have the Ashland Kiwanis Queen candidates from not only Ashland but Russell, and one Queen will be named from each school tonight. The Queen candidates from Ashland are Emma Brown, Savannah Hamilton, Riley Neal, Kariah McIntyre, and Sarah Burke. And from Russell, the girls are Jenny Kibbe, Bailey Booth, Landry Pollock. No, that's the Ashland girls. I'm sorry. Olivia Couchot and Sarah Hoback. And as the night goes, well, at halftime, we'll have the crowning of the queen from each school. And that's a big deal when it started way back in 1952. And my mother called me today to remind me to pass along that in 1952, the first Kiwanis Bowl between Ashland between Coles and Putnam, I'm sorry, and they didn't have enough money to have a crown. And she wanted me to pass this along. She made a crown out of poster paper, cardboard paper, or something like that, and took some old jewelry and put, little blingy stuff and so forth and so on around it. And that was the first crown of the Kiwanis Bowl back in 1952.
So it's a shame it's not in some kind of trophy case.
Well, and she said it used to be in a trophy case somewhere, and of course, for years we pleaded to know where those things are. Like, for years, when Coles and Putnam were playing for the 27 years they played, there was the Jimmy Anderson chair. It was just an old chair that they made out of canvas that they put the scores on. And whoever won got to keep the chair for that year. Well, I don't know where that chair went. Nobody does. It's gone. And the old crowns and the old trophies, I guess all that stuff is gone. But whatever the case may be, it's...
Didn't have good caretakers.
No, not in the late 70s. We didn't take care of that stuff, and somebody should have and stepped up and taken care of that stuff. But nobody did, but that's okay, too. Well, both teams are headed to the locker room to get last-minute words of encouragement and instructions from their coaches. We'll come back here at Putnam Stadium for the Kiwanis Bowl in a moment here on Oldies 97.1.
Okay, let's say you're sitting at home when one of those TV shows comes on about the environment. Greenhouse gases and air pollution. You get all conflicted because you know it's important, but hey, you're just one person sitting at home watching TV. Well, with Energy Star, you can be part of the solution. The fact is, your home can cause twice the greenhouse gases of your car. It's true. That's why the EPA urges you to take action at home to help protect the environment. Start by replacing 5 lights in your house with ones that have earned the Energy Star, having your heating and cooling system checked annually, and looking for products that have earned the government's Energy Star. These are only a few ways you can help reduce your home energy bills and make a big difference in the fight against air pollution. Discover more steps you can take to reduce air pollution from your home and car at EnergyStar.gov. And thanks to Energy Star, the next time one of those shows comes on about the environment, you'll know you're making a difference.
7,000 high school students drop out every school day, stack their desks one atop the other, and it's a pile more than 17,000 feet high. Go to boostup.org and learn how you can help. Brought to you by the U.S. Army and the Ad Council.
We used to get together every week. She's been home from her last deployment for months now, and I haven't seen her once.
He's just been different since he got back from Iraq. One minute he's ready to go, and the next he doesn't want anyone around.
The nightmares are back and seem to be getting worse. Shouldn't he be sleeping better after all these years?
A lot of people don't understand what veterans go through during their service or when they come back, and that's okay.
But everyone can help.
You can make a difference in the life of a veteran.
You stood by us when we were in uniform, so stand by us now.
Like my brother did, when he wouldn't take no for an answer.
Like my wife did, when she asked the right questions.
Like my friend did, when she made the call.
Take a stand for those who served our country.
If you're a veteran in crisis, or know one who is, the confidential Veterans Crisis Line is here for you. Call 1-800-273-8255 and press 1. Chat at veteranscrisisline.net or text 838-255.
Now back to the Tomcats pregame show on Oldies 97.1.
And our national anthem as performed by the Ashland Tomcat Marching Band, but not marching tonight, obviously, with the wet conditions here at Putnam Stadium. But the field looks in pretty good shape. Don't see any puddles out there. It's obviously a little brown with Bermuda grass and so forth and so on, but it's looks like it's in pretty tip-top shape for this 62nd annual Kiwanis Bowl between Ashland and Russell. The Red Devils come in undefeated at 5-0, while the Tomcats are at 2-5. Captains for the night for Ashland are Dowdy and Roberts, along with Taylor and Sally, Andrew Sally. And for the Russell Red Devils, I see Pierce, Jacob Pierce over there. His father, by the way, Tony Pierce, was an Ashland Tomcat, is a now assistant football coach for Russell, but he was a Tomcat many years ago. Evan Eisen, along with Landon Brewer, Brinkman, and Blackburn. So they have 5 captains tonight. Austin Brinkman, Max Blackburn, Jacob Pierce, Landon Brewer, and Evan Eisen, along with head coach Buford Hurley. So that's the way it is. Our officials tonight, I'm not sure who they are.
Let's just make up names.
The fella here, he called our game last Friday night.
White hat?
No. The striped hat fella. I can't remember his name. He called our game last Friday.
Right,
by the way, no, out there on the field.
Oh, okay.
He's the umpire. But I thought they, and by the way, I thought the officiating last Friday night was excellent.
I did too.
I thought they did just a marvelous job, and I'm quick to critique them and say bad call or
when
whatever.
Have you ever done that?
But I'm not as quick to praise them, but they did a marvelous job last week. It was a really, really a well-officiated football game. Ashland's in all maroon tonight with white trim and numerals, while Russell is in all white with maroon headgears and maroon and yellow trim. So there's a flip of the coin. I saw that. It looks like Russell won the flip.
Rusty Mitchell is
That's
white.
That's who it is, Rusty Mitchell. Thank you, Dirk.
Who?
Rusty Mitchell, I'd forgotten.
James Stokes is the umpire.
Okay.
Larry Crawford is the linesman.
All right.
Call Larry over there. This is the line judge.
That's Brian Taylor.
Jeff Adkins is the back judge.
Okay.
Thanks, Brian.
All right. Well, that's it. So we had the flip of the coin. Russell won. They'll receive to start the game, and we'll be back to start it in a moment here on Oldies 97.1.
Whoa, a digital music player. Thanks, Mom.
Glad you like it. We can finally toss out that old massive stereo.
Mom, you can't just throw out electronics. They need to be recycled or donated.
Recycled? Like aluminum cans?
Yeah, you just go to greenergadgets.org, enter your zip code, and it tells you where the nearest certified recycling center is.
I knew that.
Okay, Mom.
Recycling electronics is as easy as buying them. Log on to greenergadgets.org to find electronics recycling options near you.
The following is a public service message from the Fraternal Order of Police, reminding you that 21 means 21.
Is that it for you?
Hey there. Yeah, I got the chips. Oh, this gum looks good. And, oh, the beer.
Gonna need to see an ID.
An ID? Oh, let me see here. I mean, are you sure? I have a mustache.
Yeah, I see the mustache. Now I'm gonna have to see an ID.
Oh, come on, buddy. Obviously, I'm over 21. Look, it twirls.
Yeah, I can see you're real proud about that. By the way, you got a little something right there.
Oh, thanks. So, are you gonna let me buy this beer or what? I can pay in cash.
No ID, no beer.
Mustaches say a lot, but they don't say you're 21. Hi, I'm Chuck Canterbury, President of the Fraternal Order of Police. Here to let you know we're working hard with dozens of local businesses to prevent underage drinking in your community. For more information on local Respect 21 programs offered by Miller Coors, visit FOP.net.
The Walmart October Savings Event is here. Find assorted kids' Halloween costumes for just $16.97. See the thousands of rollbacks throughout the store right now at Walmart. Ends October 31st while supplies last. See store for details.
We live in an area that's close to industry, waterways, and the interstate. It's very important that you know what to do in case of an emergency. If authorities issue a shelter in place, there are a few things you need to do to keep your family safe.
Bring your children and all pets inside. Close all your windows and doors. Turn off all the fans to your heat and air conditioning systems.
For more tips on how to keep your family safe, visit ready.wv.gov. This message is brought to you by the West Virginia Citizen Corps with grant funding from the U.S. Department of Homeland Security Federal Emergency Management Agency.
Get ready for fast-paced, hard-hitting Ashland High School football on Oldies 97.1. Tonight's game is brought to you by
Giovanni's Pizza, Home Federal Savings, Boyd County Ford, Our Lady of Belfont Hospital, the Monroe Collision Center, Wagner Rental, John Clark Oil, the Great American Floor Company, McMeans Pharmacy, and Community Trust Bank.
Now, here's the voice of the Tomcats, Dickie Martin.
Nice kickoff by the Tomcats, but it was returned even better by Austin Brinkman, the 5'11 freshman, brings it out across the 45 to the 48. And the Russell Red Devils, the freshmen here in the Kiwanis Bowl, have great field positions. They start first and 10 at their 48. Ice will be your quarterback. Brewer, Brinkman, and Blackburn are in the backfield. They give it off the right side. There goes Brinkman across the 50. They hit him, but he's still on his feet and still battling down near the Ashland 48, maybe the 47-yard line. It'll be Brewer, Brinkman, and Blackburn in that full house backfield. Normally one of them is a wingman. After Brinkman picks up 5, it'll be 2nd and 5 now for Russell at the Ashland 40, we'll call it 47-yard line. Football at the far hash mark. The ends are Workman and Thompson. Wing on the right side this time is Blackburn, and in the backfield you've got Brewer and Brinkman. And coming in motion now is Brewer. Here is Cox going to leave it off. There goes Brinkman. First down inside the 40, still battling, and down to the Ashland 36-yard line. Another nice run by Brinkman. They're really having trouble bringing him down. He carried the football on the opening kickoff and carried men on his back, and now he's carried 2 times down to the 36-yard line. That's a gain of 11 more, so he's really had a big night already.
Yeah, and he's a big kid.
Yes, he is. Yeah, they list him at 5'11", 170. Cox brings out his troops, double tight ends. He's got Brewer now, or Brinkman, I'm sorry, the wingman on the near side, the wide side of the field. Brewer and Blackburn in the backfield. Brinkman goes in motion. They give it to the fullback, and there's a big hole opens up for Brewer. He's still on his feet and battling for a first down inside the 25, down to about the Ashland 24, maybe the 23-yard line. Goes Brewer. Russell having their way with the Tomcats right now. They're just taking it right down the field. That goes from the 36. They'll spot it at the 24 and a gain of 12 more. And another Red Devil first down. So they are just taking it right down the field. First and 10 at the Ashland 24-yard line. Again, Cox, this time he's got Brewer wing right. Brinkman and Blackburn are in the backfield. And now Brewer comes in motion to the near sideline. They give it to the fullback this time. Blackburn gets the first call of the night. He takes it down near the 22, 21-yard line, just straight ahead running. Tackle made in there by the Tomcats 88, Dalton Holcomb, but not before he picks up about 4 more. And brings up second down and 6 now for the Red Devils. just outside the Tomcat 20 as they start to enter the red zone. We're playing 10-minute quarters here in freshman football. We're down inside 8 minutes of the first. Full house backfield. They give it right side. There goes Brewer. First down. He pounds inside the 15 to the 10, down to about the 9, maybe the 8-yard line. And he's just carrying on his back. Laser finally gets the tackle for the Tomcats, but not before Brewer has another Red Devil first down. It's 1st and goal. The Red Devils are into the red zone for the first time tonight. And they'll spot it right at the 9-yard line and a gain of 11. Brewer's 2 carries now for 23 yards. He's their leading rusher. 1st and goal for Russell at the Ashland 9. Wing right side is Brewer. Brinkman and Blackburn are in the backfield. Here's Cox, spins to his right. He's going to give it off the right side. There goes Brinkman. He's battling down near the 6, maybe the 5-yard line. Goes Brinkman off the right side. And they'll spot it at about the 6 and a gain of 3. 2nd and goal from there.
This Russell offensive line is just knocking.
They're just knocking them. Get out of our way. Tomcat defensive front's got to get much tougher quickly. Wing right this time is Brewer. Brinkman and Blackburn in the backfield behind Cox, who keeps it himself, slips and falls. Then he manages to lunge forward inside the 5 to about the 3. And brings up 3rd down and goal for the Red Devils now, and at the Ashland 3. Russell does, by the way, have an outstanding kicker in Will Castro, 6 foot 135.
I was watching him in the pregame. He was kicking them 40 yards.
He's tough. That's what their coaches tell me. 3rd and goal from just outside the 3. Wing right Brewer. Here's Ison, spins, gives to the fullback right up the gut. There's Blackburn and goes in untouched. Blackburn goes in from 3 yards out untouched. And the Red Devils in their first series take it right down the field and right down Ashland's throat. And with 6:18 to go here in the first quarter, Blackburn gets the first score of the game for the Red Devils, and the Red Devils jump out in front 6-0. In to try the extra point will be number 11, Castro, and Brewer will hold. David?
Dickey.
Glad to have you.
The kicker. Up and good. On the extra point with 6:18 to play in the first quarter. It's Russell 7 and Ashland 0. Back in a moment on Oldies 97.
It can begin with an email, a phone call, a flyer in the mail, or perhaps a misleading website. Loan modification scams. They come in all shapes and sizes and under different names. Loan rescue firms, counseling services, mortgage consultants. Sometimes posing as a legitimate mortgage company willing to help you modify your loan and get caught up with your payments. But beware, these are highly trained con artists looking to steal your home. They often know who you are, where you live, and because it's public record, know if you are on the brink of foreclosure. You're not alone, however. The National Crime Prevention Council and U.S. Department of Justice have partnered to help homeowners identify and steer clear of these scam artists.
McGruff the Crime Dog here. Protect your home and safeguard your finances. It only takes a little time to become informed. Start by finding a free legitimate housing counselor today.
Take the first step. Visit www.ncpc.org/mortgage-fraud. That's ncpc.org/mortgage-fraud. This message is from the National Crime Prevention Council and U.S. Department of Justice. Now back to the Tomcats pregame show on Oldies 97.1.
Well, the ensuing kickoff followed on by Sally at the 34-yard line, and Ashland will start there as the Tomcats will have it 1st and 10 at their 34 here in the early going as the Red Devils went right down the field. 52 yards in 8 plays, taking better than 3.5 minutes off the clock. And Blackburn gets the score, Castro the extra point, and it's 7-0 Red Devils. Tomcats start 1st and 10 at their 34. Twin wideouts to the near side. Dowdy will be your quarterback. He puts Taylor in motion, and Dowdy's going to flip it out to Taylor on the option. Bad pitch. Taylor's got a fall on it back at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, I'm afraid it was.
Not a good pitch by Tate Dowdy, the freshman. In the backfield, you'll have Roberts, Tackett, and Taylor for the Tomcats. Laser, Arbogast, and Holcomb will be the wideouts and the tight ends. And a loss on the play of, from the 34, they'll spot the 25 and a loss of 9. Ashland's going the wrong way. It'll be 2nd and 19 for the Cats now at their own 25, trailing 7-0. Laser and Roberts come wide to the near side. It'll be Taylor and Arbogast up on top. In the pistol formation is Dowdy. Now Roberts goes in motion. They give it to the fullback, Tackett. Tackett runs ahead, gains 3, maybe 4 up near the 29. Big hit there by Russell's number 37. That is Brinkman. He had a big offensive series. He's already had a big defensive series because he really lowered the boom on Tackett after he picked up about 4. It'll be 3rd down and 15.
And number 74 with Russell, Dickie stood him up.
That is Pierce. 3rd down for the Cats now at their own 30-yard line. 5:05 to go in the first quarter. Pistol formation for Dowdy. He puts Taylor in motion. Dowdy looks to throw. Here comes the pressure. He's throwing downfield to Roberts, who's got it for a first down. No, he was out of bounds, they say, at the Tomcat 45-yard line, which would have been enough for the first down. And it was a pretty good throw by Dowdy and a pretty good catch by Roberts, but he couldn't get a foot down, and it's out of bounds, incomplete, so the Tomcats will be forced to punt the football away. Dowdy will be your punter. It'll be 3rd down, about 15 for Ashland at their 30. And back in single safety for the Red Devils is Landon Brewer, standing at the 40-yard line. So the Cats go 3 and out. Good, or a bad punt and a bad snap, and the ball is loose at the 43, and that's where Russell will take over.
It's a live ball, Dickie.
Yeah, it was a live ball. And Russell will have it at the 43-yard line. Didn't even get to the first down marker. So the Red Devils, after having good field position on their first series, now have even better field position on their second series. They'll start across the 50 at the Ashland 43, already leading 7-0 with 4:40 to go here in the first quarter. Football at the near hash mark. Cox is your quarterback. Brewer, Brinkman, and Blackburn in the backfield. Brewer is your wingman on the right side. Here's a give to Brinkman around the right side. Big hole inside the 40, still on his feet. Down to the Ashland 37, maybe 36-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but nice big gainer on their first play.
Those are 5, 6, 7 foot gaps.
Yes,
that they're creating.
They are big enough to drive a car through. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. Brinkman now 4 carries for 26 yards. Cox has got Brinkman, wing on the left side. The wide side of the field, Brewer and Blackburn in the backfield. The give is to Brewer off the left side. He's going to kick it outside to the 30, 25. Sally finally drags him down, and with help from Taylor, but not before he gets to the 21-yard line. Another Red Devil first down.
Well, Richard, this could get ugly in a hurry.
It's going to I'm afraid it may get ugly in a hurry. That's a gain of about 11 yards on that carry. Another Red Devil first down. They're 5th already. They already have 70 yards rushing. And the Red Devils have it 1st and 10 just outside the red zone to 21. There's Brinkman inside the 20. They finally wrestle him down, but not before he takes it down near the 16-yard line. Ashland's number 77 came up with the tackle, Cody Thompson.
Dickie, they're just creating
huge holes. They're just blowing Ashland off the football.
5, 6 feet. I mean, they really are. They're you and I could waddle through it.
And that's what we do, is waddle. But a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Red Devils into the red zone for the second time tonight.
But we'd waddle with our head held high.
Held high because
we're waddlers.
Well, that we can. Football in the middle of the field. Ice to the quarterback. He's got Brewer. Or I beg your pardon, that's Brinkman, wing left. He gives it to Brewer around the left side. Taylor got him in the backfield. Good job by Jalen Taylor as he shot the gap. He also had help from number 81, Owen Kreitz, as they got Brewer in the backfield and a loss on the play. Back to about the 19-yard line will be 3rd down for the Red Devils. Their first attempt at a 3rd down conversion tonight as he loses 2 on the play, does Brewer. It'll be 3rd down, about 7 now for Russell, just inside the Ashland 19 with 2:40 to go here in the first quarter. And Russell leading 7-0 and driving again. Brewer is your wingman on the right, the wide side of the field. Blackburn, Brinkman split in the backfield behind Cox. Cox rolls to his right, gives to Brinkman. Big hole again. There's Laser, but not before he gets inside the 15, down near the 13. Not going to be enough for the first down, but it'll bring up a 4th and short for the Red Devils with the clock rolling at 2:15 of the first quarter. Buford Hurley goes out to call the play and relays it over to Ison. It'll be 4th down, about 2 on a gain of 5. Big down here coming for both these clubs. Russell picks up this first down. But keep their drive and keep the chains moving. Tomcat defense needs to toughen up right here. 4th and 2 at the Ashland 13. Cox going to leave it to Brinkman off the right side. He's got the first down as he plows inside the 10 to the 9. Ashland missed a tackle in the backfield. Roberts finally came up to get him, but not before Brinkman's got the first down as they convert a big 4th down there. Keep the drive alive. That's 6 first downs for the Red Devils. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. Brinkman now 7 carries for 41 yards already. 1st and goal for Russell at the 9. Rain is coming down a little bit harder here at Putnam Stadium as the umbrellas pop up. Brinkman goes in motion to the far side, the short side. They give it this time to Blackburn. He plows forward. He's in for the touchdown. He darn near went in untouched. I think he got tripped at about the 2, but lunged in for the score. Blackburn has his 2nd touchdown of the night, this one from 9 yards out. And the Red Devils have blown it out to a 13-0 lead with 1:20 to go here in the first quarter. 2 series and 2 quick scores for the Red Devils, who are trying to win their 2nd consecutive Kiwanis Bowl. 9-yard run by Blackburn. Castro is in to try the extra point. And this time it'll be Brewer to hold. David?
David? Yes?
It's your turn.
Okay, well, you got to turn me on.
You're on.
Okay, Brewer's kick is up. Looks good. And it is good. And this is going to get repetitious. With 1:20 to play in the first quarter. Russell 14 and Ashland 0. You're listening to the, 60th?
62nd.
62nd annual Kiwanis Bowl here on Oldies 97.1.
I'm in almost every school bus and classroom. I go to school with your children. We say the Pledge of Allegiance together. You see me around the neighborhood and you tell me that I'm a pretty good kid. Well, I'm one out of every 5 children in America, and I'm struggling with hunger. This problem is closer than you think. My teacher tells me we can grow up to be whatever we want. I want to grow up to be someone who doesn't go to bed hungry. There's enough food in this country to feed everybody. Please visit feedingamerica.org today and find your local food bank for ways to help. Every dollar you donate helps provide 8 meals for kids like me, quietly struggling with hunger. Together, we are Feeding America, brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Your home of the Ashland Tomcats, Oldies 97.1.
Well, the Red Devils 14-0 now. Blackburn gets his 2nd touchdown of the night. This one a 9-yard run. 7-play, 43-yard drive. Again, they take about 3.5 minutes off the clock. Castro boots the extra point. 14-0. Noah Roberts runs the ensuing kickoff back to the 33. It's about where Ashland started before. And they lost yardage. They have a -5 in total offense. They went 3 and out. Dowdy, the quarterback, 1st and 10 at the 33. He puts Taylor in motion. Here's Dowdy. He's going to give it to Tackett, the fullback. He gets across the 35. Up near the 36-yard line comes Tackett. Short gain on the play of about 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Tomcats now. They have it at their own 36. Inside a minute to go in the first quarter. With Russell leading at 14-0 here in the 62nd annual Kiwanis Bowl. Crowd has picked up somewhat. Not a bad crowd.
It really is.
For a night like tonight.
Plus, it's the hunting night.
And Halloween, right. Taylor and Arbogast go wide left to the near side. Laser and Roberts. Lone setback behind Dowdy in the pistol is Tackett. He's going to get the call again. Here he comes across the 40, spins up near the 41. They'll push him back to the 40 and bring up 3rd down, but Tackett's the only positive for the Tomcats tonight has been number 20, Austin Tackett. He's not very big, 5'5", 135, but he runs with a lot of authority and brings up 3rd down to about 2. He's carried 3 times now for 12 yards. Ashland's 0 of 1 in 3rd down conversions tonight. They have a 3rd and 2 at their own 41. In the pistol formation, Dowdy and Russell jumped the gun. They got into the neutral zone, and that'll cost them 5 and give Ashland their first down of the I
was afraid they weren't going to call that. You had to because,
Russell,
if you are out driving around listening to the game, I came up 29th Street a little faster than I should have.
Okay.
And then I realized,
what?
Slow down a little bit.
Slow down. Halloween.
There was kids. And just as soon as I said that, there was one that kind of dodged out in the street. So be real careful out there driving. And this is a happy time for kids all decked out.
You got
that was 29th Street. I mean, can you imagine what it's like over on Cumberland?
And Midland Heights?
Oh, it's horrible.
Where you are?
Yes, it's horrible
It
over
is?
there. Yeah. We put the alligators out.
Well, you chew up the kids? Children? All right, Mom and Dad, if they come home with teeth marks, you know where to go.
Dickie's out.
No, there are a lot of kids out. And the rain is really not hard. I mean, it's a light
I'm not sure
drizzle.
It's raining right now. No, I don't think it is.
But hopefully it'll hold off till the kids get... How long's Halloween last? 8 o'clock or something?
8.
How many
did they have on this drive so far?
Who, Ashland?
Yeah.
They've ran it twice.
Yeah, I missed
That's
one.
it.
I missed one.
Well, we start the second quarter. It's 14-0 Russell. Ashland will have it first and 10 at their own 46 via penalty. They picked up the first down on the offsides against the Red Devils. Dowdy in the the pistol formation, twin wideouts right, twin wideouts to the left, puts Roberts in motion on the option play. He's going to flip it to Roberts. They've got him in the backfield. He's not going to go anywhere. In fact, he's going to lose yardage back to the 44-yard line. They've got the option read tonight. Ashland has tried it twice, and they lost 9 yards the first attempt, and this time they lose 2.
Just a little slow in developing.
Yeah, real slow. Second and 12 for Ashland out there, 44.
And I'm not sure why they're running it on the short side where there's just nowhere to go.
Right, and the varsity did that last week against Johnson Central. All right, timeout on the field as Noah Roberts has got an equipment problem. They're going to fix his headgear. So it'll just be a brief timeout. It'll be second and 12 for Ashland at their own 44-yard line. They already trail it 14-0 to the Red Devils, who've had it twice and scored both times. And basically short fields on both of them. 52 yards and 43 yards. They're still working on Roberts' headgear. Now they got him fixed. He'll go be a wide out to the right with Taylor. Arbogast and Laser are wide outs to the left. In the pistol is Dowdy. He's got Tackett behind him. He gives to Roberts around the left side. He slips and falls and loses about 3 more back to the 41. Wet footing there and can't get his handle on it, and down he goes back to the 41, the loss of 3 more.
He had full steam there.
Yep. So Dowdy's carried twice for a -9. Roberts twice for a -5. Again, third down, and it's third and long for Ashland at their 41, third and about 15. Arbogast and Taylor come to the near side. It'll be Roberts and Laser up on top. In the pistol formation is Dowdy. He's got Tackett behind him. In motion comes Roberts, and again Russell jumps the gun. The left end over there, number 62, got into the backfield. That is Jacob Bledsoe, 5'10", 160. That'll cost Russell 5, and will help Ashland's progress, but not get close to a first down. It'll be third and 10 now for the Cats, still third and long at their 46, and the clock reads 8:38 to go in the first half, with Ashland trailing 14-0. Football near the hash mark here on the near side. It'll be Arbogast and Taylor to the left. Roberts and Laser go up on top. Russell in the 5-man front. Tackett in the backfield. Dowdy's rolling to his right, looking to throw the football. He's in trouble, and down he goes back at the 35-yard line. He gets sacked for a big loss of about 11. That'll bring up fourth down and a punting situation for the Tomcats, and that was a disaster the first time as Dowdy loses 10 more there.
With that in mind, Dickie, Ashland cannot have any positive yards for the night.
No, they do not. They have a -12, and their only first down came via penalty. So their offense obviously is just not getting it done. Roberts now will be your punter and not Dowdy for the Tomcats. Single safety is Brewer standing at his 35. On 4th and 20. Good snap this time. Roberts going to get it off. Line drive kick taken by Brewer at his 38. Here he comes across the 40, 45, 50. 45 down to the inside 40. He's going to go all the way. He's at the 10-5 touchdown Red Devils. He took it at his own 34-yard line and goes the distance.
Who was that?
That was Brewer. So that one was about 66-yard touchdown return. With 7:14 to go here in the second quarter. Russell has touched it 3 times and scored all 3 times. This time Brewer gets the 66-yard punt return for the score, and it's 20-0 Russell. And now Castro will try and make it 3 for 3 on the night. David, it's all yours.
Castro will attempt the point after. That's a terrible snap, and Tomcats get the ball, but the point after is no good. So with 7:14 to play in the second quarter, Russell leads it 20-0 over the Tomcats, and we'll be back in a moment on Oldies 97.1.
What if you got rewarded for every good decision? What if your heart had a special way of letting you know it appreciates your healthy choices?
Oh, I've got to get my family to eat more vegetables.
Amazing!
And instead of cooking with butter tonight, I think I'll saute our veggies with heart-healthy oil.
You're a genius! So really, would your food choices pay off in heart health? Did you know that when you replace bad fats with healthier fats, like those in canola or other vegetable oils, it can lower bad cholesterol levels? And that's good for your heart. Here's a winning idea. Take up the challenge for good health, because the you of the future will say,
Fantastic!
Learn more at heart.org/facethefats. Canola Info proudly supports the American Heart Association's Face the Fats campaign.
Your home of the Ashland Tomcats, Oldies 97.1.
7:14 to go in the half. Russell leads it 20-0 now after the 66-yard punt return by Brewer. And Ashland will try again with their offense, which has only picked up 1 first down, and that was via penalty. That was a gift. And they have minus yardage for the game so far. Had 3 yards rushing in the first quarter and a minus 15 here in the second.
There you go.
There you go. Castro's got the go-ahead. He approaches. Little high punch kick. Going to be taken by Taylor at his 20. He comes across the 30, 35, outside at the 40, and wrestled down there by Brinkman. So Ashland will start their best field position of the night, but they haven't been able to do anything offensively. Absolutely nothing.
You know, the 3 Bs for
they have.
Russell. They're not bad. They're good athletes.
They're good players. Brinkman, Brewer, and Blackburn. Blackburn scored twice. Brewer has a touchdown. Brinkman, he leads them in rushing. Pretty good players.
Yeah.
1st and 10, Ashland starts at their own 40-yard line, trailing 20-0. Their work's cut out for them. Love out over the football. Dowdy in the pistol formation. Twin wideouts both sides. Here's Dowdy. He's going to give it on the counter play. There goes Taylor. He's got a hole across the 40, 50. He busts it outside, and he's off. He's inside the 35-30, 25-20 to the 15, 10-5, touchdown Tomcats. And Jalen Taylor, they got to get that kid loose. He's got some speed. And he did a beautiful job running the football of 60 yards for the score. With 6:42 to go here in the half. Jalen Taylor gets the 60-yard run. And it's cut the lead now to 13 at 20-6, and the Tomcats will go for 2 rather than the 1-point conversion. Taylor's first carry of the night goes for 60 yards in the score.
Do we not have a kicker?
We do, but apparently we're not going to use him.
There you go.
There you go. They'll go for 2. Wide out to the right, Roberts. Twin wideouts, Taylor and Arbogast. Here's the pop pass across the middle, intended for Holcomb, the tight end. Dowdy has it knocked away, and he got it off just a little bit too late. Had it been a little bit quicker, he'd have hit Holcomb, who was wide open in the end zone, but it got out of there just a little too late. But with 6:42 to go in the half, it's now Russell 20 and Ashland 6. We'll return in a moment here on Oldies 97.1.
One day, I'll teach chemistry to kids.
I'm going to be an architect.
My dream is to be a chef.
This is a world of possibilities. A world in which people who put their minds to something can really make a difference.
My goal is to help the environment.
Someday I'll find a cure for cancer. At the U.S. Department of Education's Office of Federal Student Aid, we believe that aspiring minds can achieve anything. So we dedicate ourselves to making sure everyone has an opportunity to go to college. Each year, we provide more than $150 billion in grants, loans, and work-study funds, making higher education possible for anyone at any stage of life.
I can go back to college.
I can change careers.
I can make a difference.
Federal Student Aid, proud sponsor of the American Mind. Learn more about money for college at studentaid.gov.
Your home of the Ashland Tomcats. Oldies 97.1.
Taylor's kickoff fumbled around by Brinkman, and then he got plowed under by Sally and Taylor. Good job by the Tomcats. And Arbogast in there as well, and Russell has basically their worst field position of the night. It'll start 1st and 10 inside their 30, as the Red Devil lead has been chopped now to 14 at 20-6 on the nice 60-yard touchdown run by Jalen Taylor. Red Devils will start 1st and 10 at their 27, but still ahead 20-6. They've touched it 3 times and scored 3 times. Cox has the football at quarterback. He's got Brewer and Brinkman in the backfield, and Blackburn the wide out, and Cox slips and falls as he tries to get around on a quarterback keeper around the left side, and slipped and fell in the backfield back at the 24, and a loss on the play of 4. It'll be 2nd and 14.
Well, defensively, we got to perk up.
Yeah,
got to perk up.
Maybe that run by Taylor will fire him up a little bit. 2nd and 14 for Russell at their own 24 now. It'll be Brewer and Blackburn in the backfield. Brinkman the wing on the left side. He comes in motion on the near sideline. Ison's going to give it up the middle. There goes Brewer. He's got a nice hole. He plows forward across the 30. Can't bring him down. He'll steam move the pile up near the 33, 34-yard line. They can't bring him down. He just continues to move the pile.
Did he ever go down?
No. He's still standing. They'll give him forward progress up near the 40 or 35-yard line. Will be 3rd down and short.
I thought he made it all the way to 29th Street.
The way he was running. A gain of 11 on that play. Brewer now has 5 carries for 43 yards. He's Russell's leading runner right now. And time called. Another equipment problem from Noah Roberts, his headgear. He's got headgear problems tonight.
Yeah, maybe if they just give him a new head.
Yeah, or how about a new helmet? Not a new head. Doesn't need a new head.
Well, I know he doesn't need it, but I'm thinking it might speed up play.
3rd and 3 for Russell at their 35. Brewer goes in motion. Brinkman and Blackburn in the backfield. Here's Ison going to throw the football. Here comes the pressure. Taylor, no, I beg your pardon. That's Wright who got him back at the 25-yard line.
Good job.
Good job by Tamir Wright, the 5'8", 185-pounder. And Ison has to eat it. Why Russell even wanted to think about throwing the football shocks me. I don't know why. You're running it right down Ashland's throat all night long, and now it's 4th and punting. And Russell wants to call a timeout that will stop the clock with 4:47 to go in the half. Russell leads it 20-6. Big play there by Wright. Of course, he has a twin brother, Bryce, who is not playing tonight. He tweaked his knee in their next to last game, and he's on crutches here. It's Tamir and Bryce Wright. They are 5'8" and 5'9", respectively. Both weigh about 195, and you'll hear their names for many years to come for the Tomcats because they are pretty doggone good linemen and defensive players.
You know, Dickie, Ashland gets the ball here. They score, and all of a sudden, guess what? We got us a football
We got a game. You're exactly right. Loss of 9 on that play by Wright, or by Ison, on the sack by Wright, which will bring up 4th down and about 11 and a punting situation. Russell's punter is Workman, their tight end. So the first punt for the Red Devils tonight. Ashland trailing 20-6 will get the football back. Noah Roberts will stand back in his own territory as he trots back to about his 45-yard line, and Workman will boot it away for the Red Devils on 4th and 11. Good snap, no rush. Gets a high beauty. He's going to hit at the 45. Big hop inside the Ashland 40. Still rolling down near the 36, 35-yard line. Nice kick by Workman.
You know, Dickie, next time you interview Coach Lowe, would you ask him why we, our special teams, just don't catch a punt?
I am going to ask him that.
We just don't.
It's a good question. think we caught one last week, and it turned out to be pretty good, didn't it?
Yeah.
Didn't we return it down to the red zone or something?
But we just, as a rule, we just don't.
We just let them bounce. All right, that's a 40-yarder there by Workman. But Ashland still got pretty good field position. 1st and 10 at their 35, trailing 20-6 with 4:33 to go. Dowdy, the quarterback. Unlike the Tomcat varsity, Ashland does come out of the huddle. Love goes out over the football. Wide to the near side, Arbogast and Taylor. And wide to the right side is Laser. And the backs are in the I formation. The tailback is Roberts. He gets a call. He spins, kicks it outside, gets a couple of 3 yards up near the 37, 38-yard line.
Did it himself that time.
He got no help that time. No question about it. Gain of about 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Ashland.
We're going to be saying that kid's name, too, a lot.
Roberts, I think you're right. He's a big young man. He's got some potential. 6'1", 170. Arbogast and Taylor come to the near side. Dowdy in the pistol formation. Love out over the football. Tackett and Roberts line up in the I. Azer is the wide out to the right side. They pitch it back to Roberts. He needs a block. He's not going to get it. And he's going to have to do some running of his own. And he'll spin out of there. Good job by Roberts. And gets it across the 40 up near the 43-yard line. Somebody missed a block here on the near sideline. And Roberts did a marvelous job, or he'd have been thrown for about 3 or 4 yard loss, but they bring it up to the 43, or it's going to be short by a couple of yards.
He's done it all so far. He hasn't had any blocking this series, Dickie.
Got no help at all. It'll be 3rd and 2 for the Cats. They're 1 of 3 in third down conversions. They got that one on a penalty. And it'll be 3rd and 2 for Ashland at their 43 with 3:15 to go in the half. Ashland trailing 20-6. We've got a tight end on the near side in Arbogast. We've got a power I. Nope, they come out in the shotgun. Here's Roberts on the Wildcat. They snap it to him. He's got the first down as he plows across the 40, 45, 46-yard line. They came out in the Wildcat. In other words, they snapped it to the running back. And he had blockers in front of him and carries for a first down. And again, he does it by himself on a gain of 3. 1st and 10 for Ashland. Believe it or not, that's only their second legitimate first down. Their 3rd overall. The first one came via penalty. Roberts goes wide right with Laser. To the near side, you've got Taylor and Arbogast. Pistol formation for Dowdy. Tackett stands up behind him. They put Taylor in motion. Here's Dowdy. He's going to give it to Roberts. Roberts going to cut it up inside across the 48, 49, up near 50, but here comes a late flag, and that normally means holding against the Tomcats.
That's exactly
or against the offense, and that's what will happen here. He picked up 3, maybe 4, and it will be holding against Ashland. Their first penalty of the night. Spotted at the 49. That'll take it back to the 39, where it will be 1st and 15 for Ashland. Clock stopped with 2:26 to go in the half. Ashland trailing Russell 20-6. Well, they'll take it back to the 38, where it'll be 1st and 15. Get the down over, but you lose about 5 or 6 yards. Well, you actually lost more than that because Roberts had picked up a couple of 3.
It looks like you lost about, 8 or 9?
Yeah. All right, Dowdy brings him out. Arbogast and Taylor to the near side. You've got Roberts, wing right. Tight end Holcomb on the right. In the pistol is Dowdy. He's got Tackett behind him on 1st and long. Give it to Tackett. Bounces it outside. He's not going to get away from the Russell tacklers, and he'd say he was down. That's a bad call. He fumbled the football.
Yeah, he was standing straight up.
He was standing straight up. The tackle over there was made by Blackburn, who knocked the football away. And I have to say that was not a good call. Tackett loses 2 more, and it'll be 2nd and 17. I don't know why they're not giving Taylor the football. He carried once for 60 yards and a score.
You don't want to run. You don't want to run him.
But ruin him. That's like the cue, you know.
Yeah.
Get him the ball. Taylor and Arbogast to the near side. Roberts and Laser up on top in the pistol formation. Dowdy. Taylor goes in motion. Here's Dowdy to throw, looking downfield, and it's picked off. Not even close to Roberts. And Blackburn, I think, or is it Brewer, has the pickoff at the 45 up to midfield, and that is Russell's Blackburn who picked it off.
I don't like plays where the quarterback just throws to a make-believe spot.
To a spot, yeah. It's not the NFL.
Exactly.
So Dowdy turns it over for the Tomcats. Ashland's first turnover of the night. Russell leading at 20-6 with just over a minute to go in the half. They've got time to score with a couple of timeouts remaining. They got 50 yards of real estate in front of them. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line. Football at the far hash mark.
I think we're going to see if they can throw the football.
Maybe right. First time they tried it, they got sacked. All right, wing on the left side is Brinkman. Blackburn and Brewer in the backfield. They give it. Here comes Brewer across the 45 down to the Ashland 44. Running downhill is Brewer for 6. Brings up 2nd down and 4.
Vicki, they're not in a hurry.
No, and I don't know why. Because Ashland will get the third quarter or the second half kickoff. Clock rolling at 47 seconds. 2nd down and 4 for Russell at the Ashland 44. Brewer wing right. Here is Eisen going to give it to Brewer on the counter. Big hole inside the 40. First down to the Ashland 36-37. There is a fumble. Ashland says they have it, and indeed they do. And off the bottom of the pile is Noah Roberts. Brewer picked up good yardage, enough for the first down to the Ashland 38-yard line.
You know, Roberts so far has been Mr. Everything for Ashland.
So far he has. And so the Tomcats will keep Russell out of the end zone. Now with 34 seconds to go, can the Tomcats do anything about it? Fumbles to 18. Dowdy in the pistol formation, puts Roberts in motion. He's going to keep it on the counter, give it to Taylor, breaks one tackle, gets it up near the 39, maybe the 40-yard line. Short gainer on the play, as Ashland will burn their first time out of the half with 28 seconds to go. That was the same play Taylor scored on before on the counter. This time he got nothing. 0. Zilch, nada. Ashland will have it 2nd and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
You got a script for the...
No, I do not. They only made one for the halftime presentation of the Queens, the attendance and the Queen. I know who won, but I'm not telling you yet. So there. And isn't it odd that Peyton Pollock was an Ashland Queen candidate at the Tomcat homecoming against Greenup County, and her sister Landry is the Kiwanis Bowl attendant from Russell.
I'll be darned. Isn't that odd?
That is strange. You've got a senior, Peyton, who was a homecoming queen. She won for Ashland, and then Peyton, and then Landry Pollock, who's transferred, obviously, from Ashland to Russell. All right, 2nd and 10, 28 seconds to go. Dowdy has him in the pistol. He puts Taylor in motion again. Dowdy's going to run the option, going to flip it out to Taylor, and they're going to get him in the backfield. The option ain't working, kids.
He needs to work on that, young Dowdy.
Yeah. Loss on the play back to the 36-yard line. Ashland will burn another timeout, their second, with 11 seconds to go, as they lose 2 on that play. The Ashland just doesn't have the speed to run the option.
And when young Dowdy tries to flip that ball, he's got to put that ball out where where the runner can take it and go, instead of having to go behind or low
right to pick it up. A loss on the play there of 2. It'll be 3rd down for Ashland. They're only 1 of 4 in 3rd down conversions tonight. They'll have a 3rd and 12 at their 36, just 11 seconds to go. So they got time for 2 plays here if they hustle. They do have another timeout remaining, but they're going to have to put something in. They're going to have to. It'll have to be some type of trick play of some sort.
Smoke and mirrors, foolery.
It'll have to be one of them Bill Tom Ross plays, you know?
Yes. Just plenty of foolery.
Bill Tom's got a bunch of them, I'll tell you that. He can come up with one drop of a hat.
I know you got a cheerleader that one year catching the touchdown.
Robertson laser wide right to the near side is Taylor. And Roberts comes in motion, the pistol, and they give it up the middle. Here comes Tackett across the 40, 45, 50. He busts outside, first down to the Russell 48-yard line with 2 seconds. They stop the clock. Ashland will use their final timeout. Nice run by Tackett. As Ashland picks up their fourth first down of the night. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cats at the Russell 48. Nice run by Tackett.
They need to think about going, those runners. Remember a couple of years ago, I don't remember the runner's name we had, but he would always go to the center of the field, and I don't understand that,
right.
Especially in these particular cases. You need to go to the sideline.
Go head to the sideline. Get that clock stopped. So Ashland's last play of the half is coming up here. It'll be 1st and 10 Ashland at the Russell 48. Tomcats are trailing at 20-6 with 2 seconds to go in the half. And the last play of the half coming up. Coach Darren Wilson talking to his offensive unit. Buford Hurley over there talking to the Russell defensive unit. Crowd is not bad. I really didn't expect this many. We have several hundred here tonight.
It's really turned into a rather pleasant night.
It's beautiful. I mean, it's just, a little damp.
It's dark.
And it's dark. Just think come, Sunday, when we turn our clocks back? Goodness gracious. All right, Dowdy brings him out. No, Dowdy's not the quarterback. Tackett is the quarterback. You've got 3 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Now Roberts is going to line up in the shotgun. He's going to be your quarterback. Last play of the half. Not a good snap, but Roberts takes it, steps up. He's throwing it way downfield. He's got a laser inside the 30, but they're going to knock him out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. It was a nice play, nice thought. It worked. And picked up, about 21 yards on that play. So it wasn't bad, but wasn't enough for the score. Picked up a first down, but the first half has come to an end. At the end of one half of play, it is Russell 20 and Ashland 6. We'll return here on Oldies 97.1.
Some statistics are surprising, some are unbelievable, and some are simply unacceptable. Right now, nearly 30% of U.S. students aren't finishing high school. Nearly 30%. And that's the average. In many places, it's even higher than that. And fixing it is a responsibility that we all share. This is President Obama, and I urge everyone, not just parents, but friends and neighbors and family members, to take responsibility for encouraging the high school students in your communities, to support them, challenge them, push them a little, and do whatever it takes to help them make it through. Because this is one statistic we simply can't afford to ignore.
You can do your part by going to boostup.org and sending an email, a text message, or even a wake-up call to a student at risk of dropping out. Go to boostup.org and provide the boost that's needed to make it to graduation. A message from the U.S. Army and the Ad Council.
When I have an asthma attack, I feel scared.
Prevent your child's next asthma attack. Call 1-866-NO-ATTACKS. Visit www.noattacks.org or call your doctor, because even one attack is one too many. Brought to you by the EPA and the Ad Council.
I don't know if my wife's an alcoholic, but I'm starting to worry about her. I don't know how much she drinks. When I ask her about her drinking, she gets angry. She gets really hostile when she's drunk. And then the next day she goes on like nothing happened. We can't talk about it. She starts to get angry again. My sister is a nurse. She said I should try Al-Anon family groups, even if I'm not sure whether or not my wife is an alcoholic. I didn't want my wife to find out, but I went to an Al-Anon meeting anyway. I like the anonymity and confidentiality. It's a great relief to find people who understand my situation, because they've been there. Are you troubled by someone's drinking? You might be surprised at what you can learn in an Al-Anon family group from people just like you. Call 1-888-4-AL-ANON or visit AlanonFamilyGroups.org.
It's the Tomcats Halftime Show with a recap of the first half on Oldies 97.1.
Russell leads it here at halftime in the 62nd annual Kiwanis Bowl between the Tomcats and the Red Devils, 20-6. And we'll go to Chuck Grist with our PA announcer for all the Queen attendance and the announcing of the Queen.
Emma of Blaisroof, the daughter of Mike and Debbie Brown, and of being escorted by Cody Blevins, son of Kerry Thompson and Mark Blevins. Welcoming our third set of candidates, we say hello to Sarah Hoback of Russell and to Savannah Hammond of Ashland. Sarah of Russell is the daughter of Virgil and Jennifer Hoback and is being escorted by Chandler Nguyen, son of Pho and Thuong Nguyen. Savannah Blazer, the daughter of Rick and Terry Hammond, is being escorted by Hunter Copley, son of Cindy Barker and Bud Copley. Next on the field, Jenna Kibbe of Russell and Kariah McIntyre of Ashland. Jenna is the daughter of Keith and Jody Kibbe and is being escorted by Caleb Mokas, son of Chris and Michelle Mokas. Kariah of Blazer is the daughter of Jim and Tammy McIntyre, is being escorted by Jake Lewis, son of Doug and Rhonda Lewis. Queen candidates now entering the field, Landry Pollock of Russell and Riley Neal of Ashland. Landry is the daughter of Ted and Autumn Pollock and is being escorted by Zach Clark, son of Rodney Clark and Terry Clark. Riley of Blazer is the daughter of Kevin and Stephanie Neal, is escorted tonight by Evan Jones, son of Andy and Donna Jones. At this time, we come to the crowning of the Kiwanis Bowl Queen for 2013. Introducing the Russell Queen and her attendant. Attendant Bailey Booth. Attendant Sarah Hoback. Attendant Jenna Kibbe. Attendant Landry Pollock. And introducing Russell's 2013 Kiwanis Bowl Queen, Olivia Cusho. On the other side of the field, the 2013 Kiwanis Bowl Queen and her attendant for Ashland Blazer, attendant Sarah Brake. Attendant Emma Brown. Attendant Savannah Hammond. Attendant Kariah McIntyre. And introducing Blazers 2013 Kiwanis Bowl Queen, Riley Neal. Ladies and gentlemen, those were your 2013 Kiwanis Bowl Queens and their respective courts. Congratulations to all.
Okay, there's your Kiwanis Bowl Queen and court. Dickie, do you want to run? Oh, Charlie. Do we want to run through this again, or do we want to not?
Go right ahead. Do you have the list?
Casto? Okay, well, we've got it. Well, Fidel's not here, and
well, lucky us.
Yeah, he might have brought his staff. Okay, I don't know if I can see all this, but I knew you were going to do that. Well, let's see. This is the Blazer. This is the attendants are West. No, he's not an attendant.
That's Russell.
That's Russell.
Yes, you're doing Russell first.
We'll do Russell first. The first attendant representing Russell was Cameron Hester, and that is Scott and Susan Hester's daughter. She's been escorted by Wesley Whalen. Let's see here. The second attendant was Lauren Gross, and her the daughter of John and Kim Gross. And let's see, she's been escorted by Alex Nugent. Pronounce Wynn. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, sure. Entering now, and then entering now. We've all been entered already. Is from Russell.
Bailey.
Bailey Booth. Bailey Booth. Told you should have done this. Can't say. And let's see what else we got here. Oh, our next queen candidate from Russell.
Actually, she was actually the queen.
She was the queen.
Yeah,
Olivia Couchot was the queen, and she is the parents of Mike and Lynn Couchot.
Actually, she is the daughter of...
Daughter. Yeah. I said wife.
No, actually, you said parents.
Oh, did I? I'm about to give up. You're doing Ashland.
No.
Yes,
You're doing
you
great.
are. No, I'm not. I'm doing horrible. Absolutely horrible. And she was being escorted by Wes Patterson. Okay, those are the Ashland folks. I think that's all, isn't it?
The Russell.
I mean, the Russell folks, yeah. Oh, well, no, we got one more down here, don't we? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I see what they did.
Sarah, yeah.
We've got them how they came down. Maybe we just ought to say congratulations to all these kids.
Yeah, but we've already gone through. We got to do them all.
We'll see what we're doing. It's,
we haven't done...
This is Blazer. Lauren Gross was from Blazer. Bailey Bush was from Russell. Okay? And then Olivia Couchot was from Russell, or from of Russell. And Emma Brown was from Blazer. And then we had Sarah Hoback of Russell, and Savannah Hammond of, I assume that's right, of Ashland. Then we had Dina Kibbe of Russell, and then
Corai McIntyre.
Okay, of Ashland.
And our final attendant was Landry Pollock
of Russell,
who is being escorted by Zach Clark.
And she was... No, she wasn't. Riley Neal, a Blazer, and she was actually the queen. And she was escorted by
Kevin and Stephanie Neal's daughter, and Laura, the queen, and back over to the queen for Russell was and the Kiwanis Bowl queen for Blazer. And
the queen for Russell was Olivia
Couchot.
And Riley Neal was Ashland.
Gotcha.
Boy, we sure did that well, didn't we?
Man.
Now, I want my glasses back. They didn't help you.
And I'll
love your heart.
And we'll turn the rest of it over to Dickie whenever he is. Russell leads at 20-6 in the 62nd annual Kiwanis Bowl here at Putnam Stadium, which has turned out to be a dry field and a dry stadium. We had a little bit of rain, and happy Halloween to everyone that's out there parading around all the streets. We're glad you're at least listening, and you can come over and watch the second half. they'll still take your money. I assume this is not a pizza night. No pizza night? Okay. So, anyhow, Russell varsity, they travel to Pikeville tomorrow night to take on the Pikeville Panthers, and the Tomcats have their open date.
Should that be a good game for Russell? Pikeville any good?
Yeah, they're pretty good. I don't think it's like a district game.
No, it's not a district game. Yeah. Why would they go all the way to Pikeville to play the last game, I wonder?
I don't know. I don't know.
All good questions.
All good, and I can't answer any of them.
So maybe you're going to do the research and come back next Friday? And
No, I'll have that for you just as soon as I can retrieve it.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, okay. Let's get a break or two in here. Russell 20, Ashland 6. Kiwanis Bowl here at Putnam Stadium. We'll be back in a moment on Oldies 97.1.
It can begin with an email, a phone call, a flyer in the mail, or perhaps a misleading website. Loan modification scams. They come in all shapes and sizes and under different names. Loan rescue firms, counseling services, mortgage consultants. Sometimes posing as a legitimate mortgage company willing to help you modify your loan and get caught up with your payments. But beware, these are highly trained con artists looking to steal your home. They often know who you are, where you live, and because it's public record, know if you are on the brink of foreclosure. You're not alone, however. The National Crime Prevention Council and U.S. Department of Justice have partnered to help homeowners identify and steer clear of these scam artists.
McGruff the Crime Dog here. Protect your home and safeguard your finances. It only takes a little time to become informed. Start by finding a free legitimate housing counselor today.
Take the first step. Visit www.ncpc.org/mortgage-fraud. That's ncpc.org/mortgage-fraud. This message is from the National Crime Prevention Council and U.S. Department of Justice.
At the U.S. Department of Education's Office of Federal Student Aid, we provide more than $150 billion each year in grants, loans, and work-study funds, making higher education possible for anyone. Federal Student Aid, proud sponsor of the American Mind. Learn more at studentaid.gov.
What if you got rewarded for every good decision? What if your heart had a special way of letting you know it appreciates your healthy choices?
Oh, I've got to get my family to eat more vegetables.
Amazing!
And instead of cooking with butter tonight, I think I'll saute our veggies with heart healthy oil.
You're a genius! So really, would your food choices pay off in heart health? Did you know that when you replace bad fats with healthier fats, like those in canola or other vegetable oils, it can lower bad cholesterol levels, and that's good for your heart. Here's a winning idea. Take up the challenge for good health, because the you of the future will say,
Fantastic!
Learn more at heart.org/facethefats. Canola Info proudly supports the American Heart Association's Face the Fats campaign.
Your home of the Ashland Tomcats. Oldies 97.1.
Well, it's 28-6. Russell leads it here at halftime. Red Devils scored the first 3 times they touched the football, but the 4th time Tomcat defense was able to stop them. Blackburn got their first touchdown, the 3-yard run, capping off a 52-yard 8-play drive. Castro made it 7-0. That drive took 3.5 minutes. And the next time they touched it, they started at Ashland's 43. It took them 3 minutes and 24 seconds to do it, and Blackburn got yet another touchdown. This one a 9-yard run. Castro made it 14-0. That's the way the first quarter ended. And then the Tomcats had to punt in the second period, and Brewer returned it 66 yards for a touchdown. The snap was bad on the extra point. Russell led it 20-0 with 7:14 to go in the half. But the Tomcats showed a little bit of a spark when Jalen Taylor took it on a counterplay and rambled 60 yards down the right side. The pass for 2 failed, and with 6:42 to go in the half, Ashland trailed at 20-6, and that's where we are here at halftime. Total offense for Russell in the first half, 102 yards rushing, none passing. For Ashland, they had 72 yards rushing and 21 passing. So they had 93. Ashland's leading rusher is Taylor, 2 carries for 60 yards and a score. And Russell's leading rushers, well, they got 2 of them, really, Brewer and Brinkman. Brewer has 6 carries for 49, Brinkman 7 for 41. Brinkman doesn't have a score yet, but he's the workhorse, and he's quite a player, as is Brewer and as is Blackburn.
The 3 Bs.
The 3 Bs. We could call them, we could start here as our freshmen, we'll call them the Killer Bees. How about that?
Hey!
What do you think of that, huh?
Anybody that listened to Dirk and I just a little while ago, they really saw how challenged we were.
Challenged. Would that be like mentally or
all those things?
Just all of the above.
Physically, emotionally.
We've got it all.
Challenged.
We're just challenged. Ashland will get the second half kickoff, but they trail at 20-6. And if they take it down the field here, they can get right back in this football game.
They certainly can. And really, after that touchdown return or a kickoff return, punt return, I should say, that Russell had, Ashland shut him down.
Yes, they did. They did. And they had to, or they're going to get blown out of here.
Yep, you're right.
All right, Ashland will get the second half kickoff. It'll be Roberts and Tackett going back in double safety. And Castro will kick it off as he tees it up in the middle of the field. It's a beautiful night. Wind is blowing a little bit, but not the big 40, 50, 60 mile an hour gust we were supposed to have.
It is Casto, Dickie. Casto.
Casto?
Not Castro, as in Fidel.
Sorry. That's my fault.
Uh-oh.
All right, it's an onside kick, and Russell will get it at the Ashland 48. It hit a Tomcat at the 45 and bounced right into the hands of Russell's workman at the 48. And the Tomcats cough it up. That's not what they needed. Second turnover of the night for the Cats, and Russell will start 1st and 10 at the Ashland 48. That is very, very costly. When you had the second half kickoff and a chance maybe to get back in the football game, now your defense has got to rise to the challenge here. 1st and 10, Russell starts at the Ashland 48 after the fumble by the Tomcats on the kickoff. That's about what you got to call it. They give it to Brewer off the right side. He spins inside the 45, down near the 44-yard line for Ashland. Again, it's Thompson in there for the Tomcats to get the tackle. After a gain of about 4, we'll call it 2nd down and 6 for the Red Devils at the Ashland 44-yard line. Brinkman will be the wing on the left side, the wide side of the field. Brewer and Blackburn are split in the backfield behind Eisen. Workman and Thompson on the ends. They're tied to give it to Brewer. Brewer spins for the first down inside the 40, still running. The 35, 33-yard line goes Brewer. Takes it from the 44. They'll spot it at the 34 and a gain of 10 more and another Red Devil first down. That's their 8th of the night.
And this, Richard, is the way Russell started the game.
Exactly. Took it right down Ashland's throat. Just kept pounding and pounding. Clock is rolling with 9:10 to go here in the third. Russell leading at 20-6 and driving again at the Ashland 34-yard line.
I wonder why we don't use play clocks. And of course,
here in the freshman game, I don't know.
Why we're not using the bottom part of the scoreboard either.
Well, no, we're not doing that either, are we? I didn't notice that. 1st and 10, Russell at the Ashland 34. There's Brewer. He bounces outside and manages to take it inside the 30. Still moving the pile down near the 25-yard line. Goes Brewer. Boy, he's a workhorse.
I don't know if he's just that much bigger and stronger, but he's dragging these guys.
Yes, he is.
I mean, they're on him, and he's dragging them.
He's down to the 26 and a gain of 8 more. 2nd and 2. Brewer now 9 carries for 70 yards and a touchdown, but that was on a punt return. 2nd and 2 for the Red Devils now at the Ashland 26. They've been in the red zone twice tonight and scored both times, and they're nearing it again. Again, it's Brewer, wing on the right side. Blackburn and Brinkman are in the backfield behind Eisen. Double tight ends. Brewer comes in motion. There's a flag on the play. Russell, I think, jumped the gun.
I believe their right side just bounced.
That'll cost them 5 instead of 2nd and 2. It'll be 2nd and 7. Only the third penalty of the night against the Red Devils. All minor penalties of 5 yards. That'll take it back to the 31-yard line where it's 2nd and 7 for Russell at the Ashland 31. The Red Devils leading it 20-6 and driving for 6 more. And Brewer again is a wingman on the near side. Blackburn and Brinkman are in the backfield. Here's a give. Brewer will keep it this time. No, I'm sorry. That's Brinkman who'll take it around the right side. He'll take it down inside the 30 to the 26-yard line. Brinkman, his first carry of this second half. And he picks up about 5, the 5 they lost on the penalty. Brings up 3rd and 2. The Red Devils have not converted on 3rd down yet tonight.
Have they had to?
They've had 2 chances. And one time they went for it on 4th and got it. 3rd and 2 for the Red Devils at the Ashland 26. Football at the near hash mark. Brewer is your wingman on the right. Thompson and Workman are the ends. They're tight. Brinkman and Blackburn are split in the backfield. They give it to Brinkman. First down. He's breaking tackles inside the 20. 15 to the 10 goes Brinkman. He's a hard runner. Wow.
The Killer Bees, they just keep those legs churning.
Yes, they do. Convert their first 3rd down of the night, and now into the red zone for the 3rd time tonight, where it's 1st and goal from the 10 on a gain of 16 by Brinkman.
We'll see these kids several more years.
And I'd say some of them are going to play next year.
Yeah, and you will refer to them as the Killer Bees.
Killer Bees. And then you've, of course, got Nick Conley, who's a freshman. And quite honestly, I guess you could play him in this game, but it doesn't make a lot of sense.
No. And he's good.
And he's tough. Had 100 yards against Ashland in the varsity game. 1st and goal from the 10. Brinkman, the wing on the left. Here's Eisen, who carries the football. And, boy, they stood him up and slammed him down. Cody Thompson again in there for the Tomcats. Good job by Thompson. We lost the lights, dear.
We found them. But there'd be light, and there was.
And Mrs. Smith just lost the lights. I'm going to have to get her. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and goal for Russell at the Ashland 10. We're nearing 6 minutes to go in the 3rd, with Russell leading at 20-6 and trying to get 6 more on that board. Brewer is your wingman on the right. Blackburn and Brinkman are split in the backfield behind Eisen. Brewer goes in motion. Eisen long count the line, gives to Brinkman straight up the gut. He bounces off his own player to the 2 to the 1, and he will take his pile into the end zone.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
they rode him from the 5 in.
And he just took it right on in. Brinkman gets his first touchdown of the night. It comes with 5:44 to go here in the 3rd. Brinkman goes in from 10 yards out. Makes it 26-6. Brinkman now 10 carries for 72. Brewer 8 or 9 for 70. And it'll be Castro for the extra point, David.
Brewer's kick is up and looks good.
No, that's Castro.
It is. Russell 26, Ashland 6, or 27, let's make it. Russell 27, Ashland 6. Be back in a moment on Oldies 97.1.
A few years ago, I noticed my vision getting blurry, and things I do every day, like reading and driving, were becoming more difficult. I thought it was part of getting older, but I was wrong. I have a disease called age-related macular degeneration, or AMD. It's the leading cause of blindness in people 55 and older. The good news is there are treatments that can reduce vision loss from AMD. Plus, there are things you can do now to lower your risk of getting it in the first place. The Foundation Fighting Blindness provides information about preventing and managing AMD. Call the Foundation today at 800-585-0516 for a free AMD packet and take the first step toward protecting your vision. I'm thankful I found out about my AMD early enough to still be able to drive and see the faces of my loved ones. Call 800-585-0516 and get your free AMD packet. You'll be glad you did.
Your home of the Ashland Tomcats, Oldies 97.1.
Well, a 7-play, 48-yard drive, better than 4 minutes off the clock, the patented Russell drive. Brinkman goes in from 10 yards out. Casto boots it, 27-6 Red Devils. Casto to kick it off. It's Taylor and Roberts standing at their own 15-yard line. Russell leading by 3 touchdowns. There's a squib kick down the left side. It's going to go out of bounds on the far side, as Sally let it go through there. Good decision by Sally. And that'll bring it back to the 35-yard line where Ashland will take it. 1st and 10. This really should be Ashland's second drive of the year, or of the half. But they fumbled the opening kickoff. So now they're down by 3 touchdowns. With a quarter and a half to go, they're going to have to put it in gear offensively. 1st and 10, Ashland starts at their own 35-yard line. Dowdy is your quarterback.
Well, go Cats.
Go Cats. Here comes Laser to the near side, along with Taylor. Roberts going to line up behind Dowdy in the pistol formation, and Tackett, also the fullback, in the lengthened eye. Tight end on the right is Holcomb. Dowdy's going to give. Here comes Roberts. Roberts cuts back to his left, picks up 3, maybe 4, up near the 38, 39-yard line. Roberts had a good second quarter after a bad first quarter. He's only carried 5 times for 6 yards, but he picks up 4 there, and now it'll be 6 carries for 10 yards, and 2nd and 6 for the Cats at their 39 with just over 5 minutes to go. And Ashland trailing 27-6 in this, the Kiwanis Bowl. Taylor is your wide out to the near side. Laser goes up on top. The I formation, they give to Roberts. Here is Dowdy going to give it to Roberts. They got him in the backfield. He breaks one tackle, won't get away from the other. And that one was by Workman. Good job by Workman, and Roberts has to eat it and lose yardage.
Unfortunately, Dickie, offensive line's just not here tonight.
Nope. Lost 1. 3rd down for Ashland. They're 2 of 5 in 3rd down conversions tonight. And they have a 3rd down and about 7 at their own 38-yard line. Dowdy looks at the sideline from the play from head coach Darren Wilson. They go to the huddle. They don't go with a no-huddle offense. Holcomb is your tight end on the near side. Taylor is a wide out left. Roberts and Laser go wide to the right, the wide side of the field. Dowdy in the pistol puts Roberts in motion. Tackett's going to give the fullback. Dowd on the option, flips it outside. Here comes Roberts. He gets it across the 40, up near the 42-43, but not enough for the first down. That was the first good option play the Tomcats have run tonight. Dowdy did a good job turning it upfield and then flipped it out the last second to Roberts, who carried for pretty good yardage up to about the 42, but it's still going to be 4th down about 3.
Number 27, Russell's down, Dickie. He's up now.
It's Thompson, one of their tight ends and defensive players.
Okay, now.
4th down. You're down by 21, 4 minutes to go in the 3rd. What do you think? Well, I think Ashland's going to call timeout, or are they? No, they're not. They brought their team over to the sideline to the hash mark, and
they better hurry and get
they better get back in business right here, or they're going to get a quick 5.
Well, then that settles it, doesn't it?
Yeah. No timeout. Cats run out, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Their first attempt of the 4th down conversion tonight. It's 4th down about 3 at the 42-yard line. Dowdy in the pistol formation. He'll take the snap as he puts Taylor in motion. Better hurry, and they're going to get a penalty right here. Or they should get a penalty right here.
Russell offside is what
yep,
they're doing.
And it's not going to work. Well, they're going to give it to Tackett, the fullback, and he got a yard, and that's it. That was a mix-up. That was blown. I don't know what they were trying to do. You're right. They were trying to draw Russell off. At that point, you got to call timeout, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
And either go for it or punt it away.
I'm not sure what Coach Wilson wanted to do.
I have no idea.
I don't think Dowdy knew either.
Nope, can't blame the quarterback there. I think you got to blame the coaches because they needed to. Well, that play was not made to gain 3 or 4 yards. It's just a dive play. All right, well, Russell leads you 27-6 with 3:17 to go here in the 3rd. And the Red Devils will start in Ashland territory, short field at the 43. Again, Brewer is your wingman. Blackburn and Brinkman in the backfield. Here comes Brinkman around the right side, inside the 40, down to the Ashland 39. And Tackett and Laser are there to bring him down. To the 39.
He's done a good job tonight.
Yes, he has. Gain of 4. Brinkman now 11 carries for 76. Brewer's got 9 for 70. 2 hard-charging freshmen for the Red Devils. You add Conley to that mix and Blackburn, that's 4 pretty good backs.
Yeah.
Real good backs. Workman tied on the near side, Thompson to the left. The wingman now is Brinkman up on top. It's Brewer and Blackburn in the backfield. Brinkman comes in motion. They give it to Brewer straight up the gut, rambles for a couple of yards. Thompson in right there to bring him down. 3rd down for the Red Devils.
At this level, you got to, and they did there, you got to go low-high.
3rd down and about 4.
Take that kid down, or he'll just put a saddle on and ride him.
He'll just ride.
Let him ride. Let them ride him.
3rd down, about 4 for the Red Devils, just outside the Ashland 37. Clock rolling with just over 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd. Russell leading at 27-6 in the Kiwanis Bowl. Double tight ends again in Workman and Thompson. Brewer is your wingman right side. Blackburn and Brinkman in the backfield behind Eisen. Brewer goes in motion. Up on top, they pitch it back. Here's Blackburn, the fullback. He's got the first down and more as he rambles, breaking tackles inside the 25, inside the 20, to to the 18-yard line, and down to the 17-yard line goes Blackburn.
Dickie, I just don't know how they can do that. I don't know why. Do we not teach tackling?
Yeah, apparently not. Gain of 16 yards for Blackburn. Or Blackburn, and we don't hear his name much. He has scored twice tonight, and 4 carries for 32. But
that's 8 yards a carry.
That's pretty good average.
Not bad.
4th time Russell's in the end zone, in the red zone, and now they're at the 16-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Red Devils. They lead at 27-6. Less than 90 seconds to go here in the third. A power I formation this time. Brinkman is the tailback in the power I. Tackett is there to meet him as he carries it down inside the 15 to the 13-yard line. And Tackett gets off the bottom of the pile. Tackett is playing well defensively.
Yeah.
And not bad offensively, just not getting a lot of running room. Time called on the field as Brinkman has to go off the field for equipment problem maybe? I don't know. And number 19 comes in. That's Tanner Burgess to replace him in the backfield. 2nd down and 7 as Brinkman picked up 3. 2nd and 7 for the Red Devils at the Ashland 13-yard line. We're inside 30 seconds to go in the third. We'll get this play off, and that'll end the third quarter. In the backfield, you've got Eisen, and again the power I formation, and now it'll be Brewer who dots the I in the power I, strong to the left side. Eisen up under center. He's going to give it to Brewer. Big hole. He's inside the 10, down near the 7-yard line. Not enough for the first down. It'll bring up 3rd down as the third quarter will come to an end. At the end of 3, it is Russell 27 and Ashland 6. We'll return in a moment here on Oldies 97.1.
Some statistics are surprising, some are unbelievable, and some are simply unacceptable. Right now, nearly 30% of U.S. students aren't finishing high school. Nearly 30%. And that's the average. In many places, it's even higher than that. And fixing it is a responsibility that we all share. This is President Obama, and I urge everyone, not just parents, but friends and neighbors and family members, to take responsibility for encouraging the high school students in your communities, to support them, challenge them, push them a little, and do whatever it takes to help them make it through. Because this is one statistic we simply can't afford to ignore.
You can do your part by going to boostup.org and sending an email, a text message, or even a wake-up call to a student at risk of dropping out. Go to boostup.org and provide the boost that's needed to make it to graduation. A message from the U.S. Army and the Ad Council.
Your home of the Ashland Tomcats, Oldies 97.1.
Take it down to the 9-yard line does the Russell Brewer, and where it is 3rd and about 4, maybe 3, and we'll call it 3, at the Ashland 9. We start the 4th and final quarter, 10-minute quarter here in freshman football. It'll be 3rd and 3 for the Red Devils at the Ashland 9. Brinkman is back in after an equipment problem. He'll be your wingman on the left. Brewer and Blackburn will be split in the backfield behind Eisen, the quarterback. The ends are tight in Workman and Thompson. Brinkman goes in motion to the far sideline. They spin, give it off to Blackburn. He pounds inside the 5, to the 2, to the 1. He's not there. Roberts brings him down, but he's got the... Nope, they say touchdown?
No way.
No, I didn't see a sign from the official. No, it's no touchdown.
No.
They're going to put him down to 1. The referee said touchdown, but it's not a touchdown.
Well, it must be.
Well, by golly, I guess it was.
I don't know how.
I don't know how.
I watched it.
Blackburn gets his 3rd touchdown of the night. This one from 9 yards out to make it 33-6. That's not a good call. That's a bad call. Casto will try the extra point. David, it's all yours.
All right, Dickie. Lines are down. Casto's kick is up, and it is good. 9:53 left in the ball game. It's 34-6. Russell over the Tomcats, and we'll be back in a moment on Oldies 97.1.
One day, I'll teach chemistry to kids.
I'm going to be an architect.
My dream is to be a chef.
This is a world of possibilities. A world in which people who put their minds to something can really make a difference.
My goal is to help the environment.
Someday I'll find a cure for cancer.
At the U.S. Department of Education's Office of Federal Student Aid, we believe that aspiring minds can achieve anything. So we dedicate ourselves to making sure everyone has an opportunity to go to college. Each year, we provide more than $150 billion in grants, loans, and work study funds, making higher education possible for anyone at any stage of life.
I can go back to college.
I can change careers.
I can make a difference.
Federal Student Aid, proud sponsor of the American Mind. Learn more about money for college at studentaid.gov.
Your home of the Ashland Tomcats. Oldies 97.1.
Well, the Red Devils, another patented Russell Red Devil drive. 3 minutes and 24 seconds, 6 plays, 43 yards. Blackburn gets his third touchdown of the night, another 9-yard run. Castro makes it 34-6 Russell. Castro with the squib kick down the field. It's touched by Arbogast. Ball's loose. Taylor has to come and get it, and I don't know if he got it.
I think he did.
And Taylor's going to fall on it. Yes, he did, at about the 33-yard line. Well, the Tomcat kickoff team, as Arbogast just touched it and then let it roll around, and Taylor had to come up and get it. So Ashland will start, but now they trail at 34-6 with 9:47 to go, and it's all but over. Try and make it respectable, basically. 1st and 10 for Ashland. They start at their 32-yard line, we'll call it. Holcomb will be the tight end on the near sideline. Dowdy in the pistol formations. Got Tackett and Roberts dotting the I. Wideouts left are Taylor and Laser. Here's a give to Roberts. Roberts going to penetrate straight up the gut. Nothing there. Maybe a yard or two up near the 34. Bring up 2nd down and about 8. Roberts has 9 carries for 15 yards. Not a good average, but Tackett has 5 for 27, but the leading rusher is Taylor, 2 for 60. And the only Ashland score. It is 2nd and 8 for Ashland, just shy of their 34 with 9 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Trailing at 34-6. Russell's going to stay undefeated for the 2nd consecutive year. Dowdy on the counter gives to Taylor. Here he comes across the 35, gets up near the 38, 39-yard line on that counter play by Jalen Taylor. That'll bring up 3rd down for the Cats, who are only 2 of 6 in 3rd down conversions tonight. 3rd down and about 2. 6-yard gain there for Taylor.
Ison made one heck of a pop there. Big-time pop.
Big hit. All right, 3rd and 2 for the Red Devils now at their own 40. Or for Ashland at their own 40. 8.5 minutes to play, trailing at 34-6. Laser to the near side with Roberts. Taylor to the left. Pistol formation for Dowdy and Tackett. Dowdy's going to throw it out here in the flat. He's got Roberts. Gets away from one. Eludes another. He's got the first down across the 45 up near the 47, 48-yard line. Nice job by Dowdy to get it to Roberts, and Roberts did a great job running. Late flags come in. We got a piling on, unsportsmanlike personal foul against the Red Devils for piling on up near the 49-yard line. A gain of about 9 on the pass and the first down. And then they'll get another first down via penalty on the personal foul against Russell. Late hit. That'll take it down just outside the 35 to the 36 with 8:17 to go. Ashland trailing at 34-6 to the Red Devils, who were undefeated last year at 8-0, and they're trying to finish this freshman season undefeated at 6-0, and they're well on their way. Russell's going to call timeout. A little bit mad is Buford Hurley, their head coach at the, I don't know if he's mad at the officiating on that late hit, because it was a late hit. There was no question about that, or mad at the kid for piling on like that. Don't know.
The only one he can have any contact with is the kid, so
yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Down to the 36-yard line, rest the football, where Ashland will have it 1st and 10. On the quick timeout by the Red Devils, who lead it 34-6.
Okay, now how does that look to you, Mr. Martin?
That's very good.
And then here
Yeah.
are the three.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know how to break them out.
First and 10, Ashland at the 36 as Darren Wilson goes out to talk to his offensive unit. Ashland trailing at 34-6. Try and make it respectable is about it. Tomcat varsity, of course, off tomorrow night. We'll take Friday night off. Back here at Putnam Stadium a week from tomorrow against Covington Holmes Bulldogs in the first round of the playoffs. A team Ashland beat last year, 41-14 in the first round. Taylor and Arbogast, the wideouts to the left. Laser and Roberts to the right. Pistol formation for Dowdy. Puts Taylor in motion. And now he's going to reverse it back to Taylor, who's going to get away from one. Breaks another tackle inside the 35. Taylor doing well. Running it down inside the 35. He had to break tackle. Showed a little bit of a Quentin Baker type spin move there. As he takes it down near the 33.
I don't think these kids don't watch.
Yeah, I guarantee you. Gain of 3. Should have been a loss of about 3. 2nd and 7 for the Cats now at the 33 of Russell. Clock at 7:50 to play. Laser comes to the near side along with Roberts. Taylor's up on top along with Arbogast. Pistol formation for Dowdy and Tackett. Dowdy on the option play. No, he's going to give it to Tackett. He'll bounce it outside. Nice run inside the 30, 25-20. Down to the 19-yard line goes Tackett. Nice job by Tackett, who bounced it outside after getting held up in the middle. He'll take it from the 33. They'll spot it at the 19, a gain of 14. And for Ashland, that's their 8th first down of the night. Tackett 6 carries for 41 tonight. First and 10, Ashland's into the red zone. This is their first trip into the red zone tonight. Haven't been there. Their only score came on a 60-yard run by Taylor. Again, wideouts, twin wideouts, left and right. Pistol formation for Dowdy. And he puts Taylor in motion again. Here's a give on the counter play. Here goes Tackett inside the 15, bouncing. He's taking it down near the 12-yard line. Goes Roberts. Nice run by Roberts on the counter play from his wing position. And that'll bring up second down as they take it inside the 15 to the 13. Second down, about 6 or about 4 on a gain of 6 there for Roberts. Oh, little Micah's out trick-or-treating, huh?
Actually, he's at the house.
Oh, he's at the house, okay. Second down and 4 for the Cats at the 13 of Russell. Pistol formation. Roberts goes in motion. Dowdy's going to keep it. Give on the counter to Taylor inside the 10. Spins down inside the 5. Nope, didn't quite make it to the 5, but a nice run by Taylor. And should be enough for very close to a first down. They had to go to about the 9, and they're going to spot it. Didn't get a good spot, but we'll give it to the 8, and it'll be a first down. Ashland's 9th first down. And it'll be first and goal for Ashland at the 8-yard line. Taylor now 5 carries for 75 yards, and Ashland's only score. Dowdy comes to the sideline to get the play from head coach Darren Wilson. First and goal for the Cats at the 8-yard line. We're at clock running and 5:45 to play. Russell comfortably ahead, 34-6. Taylor and Laser go to the left, the wide side of the field. Roberts to the right. And Tackett lines up behind Dowdy in the pistol formation. Taylor comes in motion. Dowdy looks to throw. Now he's going to throw it out in the flat to Taylor, who's got it at the 5 to the 4. And taken down there by either Brinkman. Yeah, Brinkman again.
He's played a good defensive game.
Yes, he has. Taylor's first reception gains him 4. Second and goal for Ashland at the 4-yard line of Russell. We're inside 5 minutes to play in the football game. Laser and Roberts come to the right, the short side of the field. Taylor to the left. Up on top. Pistol formation. Roberts goes in motion. They're going to give it to Dowdy. Dowdy's going to flip it out to Roberts. Roberts going to catch it, but they're going to swarm him down. They've got him in the backfield, back near the 7 or 8 yard line, and they lose yardage.
You know, the premise of that is not to pitch the ball 3 and 4 and 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage, the way they're doing.
Turn it downfield.
Yes.
Turn downfield. That'll take it back to the 6 and a loss of 2.
Kind spot.
Yeah, it was. I agree. Third down and goal for Ashland from the Russell 6 with 4:20 to go. Tomcats trailing at 34-6. Dowdy has them out, far hash mark. Laser and Taylor go to the left. Roberts to the right. Tight end is Holcomb. Pistol formation for Dowdy and Tackett. Roberts goes in motion. He's going to give on the counter to Taylor, and he's in for the Tomcat touchdown.
Got a flag, Dickie.
We do have a flag. Hold the phone here, kids.
It may have been face mask.
Touchdown. It will be a face mask. Taylor goes in from 6 yards out to get the Tomcat score.
Well, that'll answer one question.
Yeah, right quick. He's got both of Ashland's touchdowns tonight, and their leading rusher with 81 yards rushing. As Taylor goes in from 6 yards out to make it 34-12. And the Cats obviously going for 2 with 3:59 to play. Arbogast goes in at a wide out, and Holcomb will come out. He'll spot it at the 3, and the Cats go for 2. Arbogast, Roberts, and Taylor now. We've got 3 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right in Laser. And the pistol formation for Dowdy with Tackett behind him. He throws it into the end zone. Open Laser. He catches it for the 2-point conversion. Got hit by Blackburn, but a great or by Brinkman, and now we got a late flag coming in. Don't know what that's all about. But they'll count the 2-point conversion. We have unsportsmanlike conduct, and it'll probably be marked off on the kickoff. Whatever the case may be, with 3:59 to go, the 2-point conversion is good from Dowdy to Laser. It's Russell 34, Ashland 14. We'll return in a moment here on Oldies 97.1.
What if you got rewarded for every good decision? What if your heart had a special way of letting you know it appreciates your healthy choices?
I've got to get my family to eat more vegetables.
Amazing!
And instead of cooking with butter tonight, I think I'll saute our veggies with heart-healthy oil.
You're a genius! So really, would your food choices pay off in heart health? Did you know that when you replace bad fats with healthier fats, like those in canola or other vegetable oils, it can lower bad cholesterol levels? And that's good for your heart. Here's a winning idea. Take up the challenge for good health, because the you of the future will say,
Fantastic!
Learn more at heart.org/facethefats. Canola Info proudly supports the American Heart Association's Face the Fats campaign.
Your home of the Ashland Tomcats. Oldies 97.1.
Tomcats go 68 yards in 8 plays. Too much of a time-consuming drive of 5 minutes and 48 seconds. But a nice drive. Give him credit. Taylor gets his second touchdown of the night. 6-yard run. Dowdy hits Laser with a 2-point conversion. It's 34-14. And there was a penalty flag on the 2-point conversion, but nothing is being marked off, so I guess it's a non-penalty. They waved it off or something? I don't know. Laser will kick it off with 3:59 to go. He punches it down the field. It's dropped on by Cox at his own 39-40-yard line. That's where the Red Devils will start. They'll start 1st and 10 at their own about 40-yard line, leading 34-14. Cox will be your quarterback. 1st and 10 for the Red Devils at their own 40-yard line, leading it 34-14, trying to go undefeated for the second consecutive year and win their second straight Kiwanis Bowl. Well, I see the umbrellas popping out.
Yep, I believe we.
And some of the people are headed for cover. So the rain must have started again.
Am I just not seeing it through the light?
I'm not seeing it well. Maybe it's my glasses. All right, here's a give to Brinkman. Brinkman carries across the 40, up near the 43, maybe 44-yard line.
You notice this Russell team is really a real calm team on
Yes,
the
they
field.
are. I agree with you. Gain of 4.
No hurry. They just methodically doing the job.
And they get it done. 83 yards for Brinkman tonight. He has a score.
By the way, Dirk left us out there.
What is that?
This is auto car right here. I don't know.
Oh, that's his. That's to get in his car, maybe.
No, I don't think
What
so.
is that
I've never seen anything like that.
I have not either. It looks like a VCR or something. Remote control.
What are y'all doing?
You left some type of remote control up
Oh,
here.
they found that. George Wolford.
Oh, they found it. Okay,
Yeah.
it belongs to someone.
He was supposed to announce it. I left it in there with Chuck. He was supposed to announce about it.
All right.
What is it?
I don't know. It's some type. It looks like a car AV. It says Panasonic car AV.
And then it's got a bunch of numbers. It almost looks like a television remote.
Brinkman picks up 7 and a first down for Russell to the Ashland 49. Clock running with 2:45 to go. Time called by the official as Laser has an equipment problem for the Tomcats. It'll be 1st and 10 for Russell at the Ashland 49-yard line. Laser's got to come out with equipment problem. Roberts will go back in. Several new faces in for the Tomcats who've gone to a 6-man front. Cox has them in a broken wing T formation. They give it off the right or straight up the gut. And I don't know who carried it that way. I'm not real sure who carried it that time. There's Blackburn.
Number 38.
Mr. Blackburn takes it down to the 43 in a gain of 6.
He's had a dandy game.
3 touchdowns and nearly 50 yards rushing. Killer Bees, 2nd and 4 for Russell at the Ashland 43 with 2:15 to go. Red Devils leading it 34-14.
Somebody from Russell comes up with that a couple of years from now. You might want to.
I'm going to take credit for it. There's no question, and I should. Roberts, wingman on the right side. Brinkman, Blackburn in the backfield. Cox, the quarterback. He's going to give it to Brinkman, and he didn't fumble it. He just keeps, look at him run the football. Unbelievable, inside the 40. They can't bring him down. They can only stop his forward progress. Another first down to the Ashland 36-yard line. Sheesh.
You know, there could be
Powerful.
so many offensive players of the game.
Oh, yeah.
Russell
It's
team.
a doggone shame we don't have enough trophies, huh?
I think Ashland needs to forfeit theirs.
Another first down for the Red Devils. Brinkman approaching 100 yards rushing. It's 1st and 10 for Russell at the Ashland 36. We're down to 90 seconds to go. Brewer is your wingman on the right. Brinkman and Blackburn split in the backfield behind Eisen. The quarterback's going to spin, give it to Brinkman. Brinkman's held up in the backfield, and that is Arbogast who got him that time. Good job by Arbogast who got Brinkman in the backfield. They'll give him forward progress and no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Red Devils at the 36-yard line of Ashland. Clock rolling with 1 minute to go. A couple of more plays for the Red Devils. We'll wrap it up. Well, what do you think now, huh? I don't know.
Here, I think we ought to go.
I don't know where David is. I'll have to ask him. Dirk, did you bring the trophies tonight? David? Here's Cox going to give it to I'm sorry, that's not Roberts, that's Brewer. He pounds inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
I'm coming down.
You got the trophies?
Yes.
Okay. He's got them, Leslie. Gain of 7. Well, Leslie's having a fit. Leslie Robinson Vincent in here. You got to bring those trophies. 3rd and 3. Okay. 3rd and 3 for the Red Devils. Last play of the game coming up. Nope, they're not even going to have to snap it. It's down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and this one's over.
I think. Only because you can't give it to him.
Exactly.
The other way.
I agree with you. Well, the Russell Red Devils go undefeated for the 2nd consecutive year. They push their record to 6-0. More importantly, for the 2nd consecutive year, they win the 62nd and 2013 Kiwanis Bowl. The final score is Russell 34 and Ashland 14. We'll come back for the trophy presentation in just a moment here on Oldies 97.1.
A few years ago, I noticed my vision getting blurry, and things I do every day, like reading and driving, were becoming more difficult. I thought it was part of getting older, but I was wrong. I have a disease called age-related macular degeneration, or AMD. It's the leading cause of blindness in people 55 and older. The good news is there are treatments that can reduce vision loss from AMD. Plus, there are things you can do now to lower your risk of getting it in the first place. The Foundation Fighting Blindness provides information about preventing and managing AMD. Call the Foundation today at 800-585-0516 for a free AMD packet and take the first step toward protecting your vision. I'm thankful I found out about my AMD early enough to still be able to drive and see the faces of my loved ones. Call 800-585-0516 and get your free AMD packet. You'll be glad you did.
In West Virginia, there are approximately 1,000 foster children waiting for a family. Help me, Miss West Virginia 2009, find loving, forever families for these children. For more information, call 866-CALL-MWV.
Want to know how to build your dream home? First, lay the foundation. We're not talking slab or bearing wall basement, but finances and credit. Learn the basics of good budgeting and stick with them. Be responsible, pay bills on time, don't overextend yourself or mistake plastic for cash. When you start that way, owning your own home can only make your situation better. But if you simply want a home and don't first make sure you're ready for the responsibility, you might be doing yourself more harm than good. So where can you go to find out if you're ready? The Home Loan Learning Center. And everyone can get there because it's online at homeloanlearningcenter.com. It's free and brought to you as a public service by the Mortgage Bankers Association. There you'll find online tools and calculators, experts to answer your questions, stories of people a lot like you, plus simple explanations of the types of home loans available and why one is best for your situation. Lay the foundation for a lifetime of successful home ownership. Visit homeloanlearningcenter.com.
And now the Tomcats postgame show on your home for Ashland Sports, Oldies 97.1.
Well, Russell wins the 62nd annual 2013 Kiwanis Bowl, 34-14. Trophy presentation for Ashland. The best offensive player is Jalen Taylor. Best defensive player was Austin Tackett. For Russell, the best offensive player was number 38 Max Blackburn, and the best defensive player was number 18 Landon Brewer. And for the second consecutive year, the Red Devils come out and get their Kiwanis Bowl champion cup. And overall now for the Red Devils, they have won this series 22 times, and Ashland's won 13. And the Red Devils now finish 6-0, their second straight undefeated season under sixth-year coach Buford Hurley. He's done a marvelous job. Darren Wilson in his first Kiwanis Bowl as a head coach and as a freshman coach finishes the Tomcats at 2-6. Charlie, I'm very impressed with what we call the killer bees for Russell, Brewer, Blackburn, and Brinkman. They are some type of players.
And as you said earlier, Dickie, you throw Conley in the mix, and Russell's well healed for the next few years.
Sir.
And running backs.
They've got a stable of them. There's no question. Nick Conley, of course, played in the Kiwanis Bowl last year and won the trophy for best offensive player as a 8th grader, and now as a freshman, of course, he's on the varsity team, and I would think he probably leads them in rushing this year. I'm not real sure, but I think he probably does.
I would assume
as
so.
As a freshman, and then you put in Brewer and Blackburn and Brinkman. Oh my!
And if their offensive line tonight was any indication as to the direction they're going in there, it's scary.
Yeah, pretty scary. Russell's got some talent coming. I'm McGlone. You've got help on the way. I promise you that. For the Tomcats, a nice game from Jalen Taylor, Noah Roberts, Austin Tackett. They're going to grow up and get stronger and better, and it's just 2-6 is a tough year for the freshmen.
Yeah, and I do want to say this Roberts kid, he is going to be a force to be reckoned with before his career is over.
There's no question.
He's an athlete.
He's an athlete, pretty good player. Well, that'll do it for us here tonight. We don't have any broadcast tomorrow night. Tomcats have the week off. We're back into action next Friday, first round of the playoffs. As a runner-up, the Tomcats in the district, the Tomcats will be hosting the third-place team from Northern Kentucky. That's Covington Holmes Bulldogs. They're 5-4 right now. They play tomorrow at Newport. And so Coach Love and his staff, of course, obviously going up there to take a look at them. And we'll have that game for you next Friday night, 7:30 kickoff for Ashland and Covington Holmes in the first round of the playoffs. So for David Payne and Charlie Chatfield, this is Dickie Martin. The final score again is Russell 34, Ashland 14. Good night, everyone.